Hey yo, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt, and today we're going to be talking about some of my personal wants that I want to see in the new Call of Duty 2020 game. It's going to be coming out later on this year. Rumored titles are Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 5 Cold War. It's around that general vicinity. Man, I'm excited. Then again, I've been excited for the last couple of games that came out. As much as they were extremely hyped, didn't really feel to my level, and I got bored pretty quickly. Modern Warfare 2019 was the only game that suited my needs. So hopefully that Call of Duty 2020 can do exactly that. But I do have some wants that I need to see in this game. So the first thing I want to see in this game is a complete game at launch. I don't know about you or anyone else watching, but the last few of them have seemed fairly incomplete. It seems like that what they had, they just pushed out, they rushed it. A major example of this was Black Ops 4, the last Treyarch title before this game was coming up. And you could tell that that was an incomplete game from the start. Like, they had an entire campaign scrapped, even though they said that we didn't have a campaign made for the whole 3 years. After seeing the leaked footage that came out about a couple of weeks ago, nearly a month ago now, it was very clear that they had a campaign in the works. But they just did not have enough time to finish it, so they just pushed out what they had. Gave us some sort of Call of Duty Overwatch hybrid. Bugs and glitches in the game. That would come down to Infinite Warfare because, wow, that was a mess. Like, that was a heavy mess. There was no leaderboards in the game for a good few months. It took them forever to even get the game at a complete full state. All I want to see for this game is a full completed game with all the key mechanics, all the key features to make it a complete game. I don't want to see any missing emblem editors or paint shop editors or missing leaderboards. I don't want to see that. I do not want to see anything like that. I want all of that and more in the game on launch. If I don't get that on launch, you're giving yourself a bad first impression. I'm hoping Treyarch learned from their lessons of Black Ops 4 because they really messed up, and it's probably one of the most hated recent titles that Call of Duty has. Another key point that I want to point out is Treyarch listening to the community. I feel like for Black Ops 4, they did not listen to what the people wanted. If anything, they went against what we wanted, which was a real blow. It was a real heavy blow. The entire community was shot throughout the entire lifespan of Black Ops 4. When they dropped DLC, they dropped no trailers for it, both for multiplayer and zombies. There was no hype for any of the new maps that they had out. There was nothing for any of the new things that they were adding into the game. It was just there when you opened it up. You get an update or you get the DLC downloaded. That's it. Like, you can have that as a game developer. You cannot have that when you're trying to sell a AAA title such as Call of Duty. You literally cannot do that. It's impossible to be on the same wavelength as us when you're not listening to what we want to see in the game. We're trying to help you give us what we want, but you're spinning it right back at us. Treyarch, hopefully you learned your lesson, and within the last 3 years you learned to listen to us, because what you gave us for Black Ops 4, if I have to go through another year of that, I don't want to play your title. I do not want to play your title. I will simply go back to Modern Warfare 2019 and I will play that until the next game comes out, or Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer comes out, or whatever remaster comes out. If you're not going to be listening to us, what's the point of playing your game? Simple reason why I stopped playing Black Ops 4 so early. Like, I literally played that game for like a whole month and stopped. You cannot be serious with us. Now, another point that I would like to make, something major, and something that I don't know could be done, but with the theme that this title is going for, I'd like for it to happen, is I want to see this become a callback to the classic, a callback to the OG Black Ops game. Have maybe the same game mechanics as Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Not saying the same engine, but have the same theme, have the same game mechanics, have the same identity as it. Hopefully that will have a better game engine than what we got in Black Ops 4, which was a complete downgrade to Black Ops 3. Hopefully that's another thing that Treyarch learned on their mistakes. I want to have a better multiplayer experience in Call of Duty 2020. because I've had fun in Black Ops 2, I've had fun in Black Ops 3, I've had fun in most of the games, maybe all of the games, except for Black Ops 4. Something about that game just made me think, no. I am pretty sure Black Ops 4 was the first boots on the ground game right after Infinite Warfare. You really put me off it when you dropped Black Ops 4 because that game just did not work out. Time to kill was slow. Health didn't need to be 150. Gun variety was bad. Just everything about the game engine, the whole thing about Black Ops 4 was bad. It was a horrible multiplayer experience, an okay enough zombies experience. Can't even talk about the campaign because there wasn't any. I just want a better Call of Duty than what we got in Black Ops 4. It's basically all these points I'm making now. It's like, please do not give us something like Black Ops 4. I do not want this. This is bad. And to put it past Black Ops 4 again, better Battle Pass. For sure, a better Battle Pass than what we got. The Battle Pass we got in Black Ops 4 was slow. It was slow, and trying to get to 100 levels within the season, nearly impossible. You'd have to play all day and all night until you get it. And for the casual gamer, you couldn't, unless you were buying your way up. And I can guarantee you, not many people done that. Not many people got that and started buying their way up. I will say that they shortened down the battle pass over time, but that doesn't make a difference to me. You made the battle pass harder than before. You were trying to battle out with Fortnite at the time, and you failed because you gave us battle pass, and the only thing we could get out of it was just weapons. And speaking of weapons, please, Call of Duty 2020, you are going back to your roots. So I am hoping that you do not have so much DLC weapons. We saw this in a lot of the games from Advanced Warfare and onwards, where the games would just add DLC weapons every so often, like periodically just add a couple of weapons. It makes you think to yourself, why are we getting all these new weapons? In Advanced Warfare, there was about 15 to 20 new weapons added, around the same as Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3. But most of the weapons added into Black Ops 3 were melee weapons. I think it was the same thing for Black Ops 4 as well. There wasn't much of a problem in Infinite Warfare than what it was in those games because it was easy to control. It wasn't as much. Yes, there were a few weapons added in. Yes, one of them was broken upon being released to the public, but still, it wasn't as hard to get as what the other games were given. You had to get out supply drops. In Infinite Warfare, you could do challenges, or you could do the supply drops. It's whatever. I don't want to see the supply drops return in this year's Call of Duty. Not with the way things are going. It ruined it for me for World War II, that we had to go back in time and still get supply drops. It ruined for me in Modern Warfare Remastered, where we got supply drops. And the supply drops ruined the game completely. I think the way that Modern Warfare 2019 took it, it was way better than what Modern Warfare 2019. It was way better than what any other title would give it. Another thing I want to see is a brand new crew for the Zombies game mode, a new story. I just want to see like a brand new chapter. I don't want to see the transit crew. I don't want to see any of the old crews come back. As much as I love them, I don't want to see them again. It's time for a new story to be told. It's time for new characters to be brought in. I hope we don't get the same crew as what we got in Black Ops 4 because I hated that crew and I hated most of the maps in Black Ops 4. So hopefully we don't get them again. I'm excited for the new Zombies mode in Black Ops or Call of Duty 2020. I hope there is a Zombies mode. Hoping, but I guess fingers crossed. One major thing I want to see is Prestige mode. Yes, Prestige mode. I missed you. I missed prestiging and getting up to like the max prestige. I missed that. I don't get why Modern Warfare 2019 didn't have that, but I guess they didn't do it for some unknown reason. I don't like having my levels being reset every season. I think that's what killed it for me for Modern Warfare. I like grind out to 100 level, 155, and then you bring me back to level 55 upon the start of a new season. No, I don't like that. Just have it rank up. Just have it go to like level 1000. Prestige Master. Just do that. Hopefully, we get that in Call of Duty 2020. I'm expecting it to come back in Call of Duty 2020. Next is the skill-based matchmaking being implemented into multi. This is something that I think everyone is looking for. I think everyone is looking for some skill-based matchmaking being brought into the game because I'm pretty sure everyone is tired of being put into games against max level players, top tier players, and you're being put into teams with a couple of lower levels like level 1, prestige 1. You could be on prestige 8. That that just does not work. It just does not work. That needs to be stopped. And finally, I think definitely a big one is not going overboard with microtransactions or in-game cosmetics. That needs to be chilled. That needs to chill out a lot. I've never seen so many in-game cosmetics being put into games as much as they have with Call of Duty. I don't want to see pink anime guns or skins in new games. It was ridiculous in World War II when it was supposed to be historically accurate, and all we got were these bright ass guns and bright suits that were definitely not historically accurate with World War II. If we're going back to the Cold War, I don't want to see any of that stupid crap in the game. That does not cut for me. I don't want that.
But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked the video, please drop a like. Comment down below what you want to see come in Call of Duty 2020. I'd love to hear what your opinions and what your predictions are. Like, what do you want? What do you need for this game? Like, do you want to see a totally revamped game? Do you want to see something new, something different? Please tell me. I'd love to hear it. If you don't like this video, let us know. And for me, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.